Hi there, this is Tammy with Tammy's Stamping Therapy, and I have been asked to do a video showing how I do my laminated envelopes. So I'm going to do that right now. I learned how to do it from watching Put Some Bling on It is the name of her channel, and I'll link her down below. And I'm going to show you what I do. So I've already done this one. You use an envelope punch board. And I decided I wanted my envelope to be 3.5 by 5 or 3 by 5.5. So here on the punch board I went to 3 by 5.5, and it told me I need a 7 1/8 by 7 1/8 piece of paper, and my first punch is going to be at 2 3/4. So the way this works, if you haven't used a envelope punch board before, you find your measurement here, put my paper there and punch, and then you're going to score. And then all the ones after that, you're not measuring, you're lining this little pointer thing up on the previous one. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to turn on my laminator really quick. I had it on, but it was making funny noises, so hopefully it's not dying on me. So there is my shape. And then I want to round my corners. And there's a corner rounder in the back of this, so I'm just going to round the top flap and the bottom flap. And then I'm done with this. And the next thing to do is to laminate it. I'm not going to show you my laminator. A laminator is a laminator. They have these pouches, well, folders most really. And you just stick it in here. The bummer for me is that this only goes to 9 1/4 or something. So if I want to make really big envelopes, I can't. But this is a good size. I'm making this for a specific thing. So I'm going to run this through my laminator. Oh, well, my light's not on yet. I just turned it off. It should be ready, but because it was making a funny noise. I'll put this one in its pouch too. The bummer with this is look at how much I'm wasting. I could cut this off and not run it through and then use it for something else, but then it's not a pouch, so that makes it a little more difficult. So for now I'm just doing it this way. Let's see. And then I'm going to use these snaps. Well, I'm waiting for my laminator. It was hot. I just turned it off. I got these off of Amazon, and these snaps are so much fun. Look at all the fun colors you get in here. And the way that they work, there's a little thing in here that was not very helpful. I ended up going and watching a video on YouTube. So you have two little pieces that are alike, which is the top and the bottom. But then you have two pieces that are different, and that's so they can snap together. So I'll show you that as soon as I get one of my envelopes laminated. Come on, come on, come on. And then the other thing I'm going to do to one of these today is to add this little charm. I have been having so much fun making charms. This one has a little T on it. I've always loved jewelry making, and when I discovered these charms, and you can add them to so many things, that I just love them. And this is a crackle bead, which is a lot of fun. I have these beads that I got from Amazon. BB Craft also sells all these, but all the ones I have came from Amazon. So let me see if my laminator is going to work. It's making noise again. We'll see what happens. Okay, it's running it through. And then these are the pink ones I'm going to use for this one. Pretty pink. So the laminator is running it through. My green light has not come back on, but the laminator was fully hot. Oh, now the green light is on. Laminator was fully hot, and I turned it off just because it was making a horrible noise. So it's running through. It's going to take a few seconds to do that. I'm going to do another video that shows you things I've been working on lately, because I have a lot of different things I've been working on in the little bit of spare time I can come up with. I think I should have done this one first, actually. Okay, now I'm going to run this one through. The reason I say I should have done that one first is because I don't have a dangle for this one yet, but that's okay. So then what I have to do is cut this, and I'm not cutting it too close, because if you cut it right up to the edge of the paper, then it'll come apart, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm leaving about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And there should be something I can do with this. Like, maybe I'm going to keep this. I might find something to do with it. And then I'm going to take smaller scissors and cut out my little notches here. And these I might have to alter in a minute. You'll see when I go to make it into an envelope that sometimes they need to be cut closer. See, I'm actually going to jump to this one because I have a dangle for this one. I don't have a dangle for the green one yet. I just had an idea of something I could do with that. We'll see. I'm going to cut, corner rounders don't really like to cut into plastic stuff like this, so I can't really, I would have issues if I tried to cut into it. It's funny with static cling, they're all sticking to this pair of scissors. Now they're sticking to my finger. 2 more notches. I'm done with those. Now I can see my score lines, and I'm going to fold and score on all these lines. This is pretty on the other side too. I like this blue. And you can see what I mentioned earlier. Sometimes you have to cut different. This, I don't know if you can see this, but it's kind of funky how that corner is right there. So I'm going to cut a little bit more off of here for that corner. The others didn't really act funky. Oh wow, this is interesting. Okay, to decide where to put my snap, I hope this is going to work. This size envelope might not work. See, I have this much space here to work with, so I would want the snap like right there, which this can get that far, but is it going to work on the bottom if I put it here? That's right there. Can I get there? Maybe if I bend it. Okay. So I'm going to poke a hole. It comes with a paper piercer tool. So I decided I want it right here. So normally I would do an envelope that's better proportioned, but I wanted a specific size. So Yeah, I might, for the project I'm doing, I might change this later. So I'm going to poke right here. And I'm trying to poke only through, just so I can see. I don't want to poke through the back. And then I'm going to make my hole better. So go to this. And do this. So there I have my holes. And I'm going to adhere this down on the sides, but before I do that, I'm going to get that snap on there. So to do that, I'm going to put this through the back. And then I'm going to look at another one that I have. See which way I want it to go. So usually my envelopes are better proportioned, so I put these snaps right at the bottom, and then this one is down in the middle. So I was looking to see which piece I put on the bottom. I want this piece on the bottom. And now let's see if I can get in there. The top's going to be a lot easier because the top is going to work, but I did get in there. Okay. And then see, I've got the top, this piece is cradled in the bottom and the other piece is on top, and then you squeeze. And because this is laminate, it didn't mess up my envelope, so that's nice. Now I'm going to do the top piece. And this one goes like this. You see that? And I'm going to do the same thing. See this? And then I'm going to squeeze. This is a good, I have arthritis in my hands, so it's a little difficult, but it also is a good strength builder for your hands. And then you go like this, and it snaps. Isn't that fun? So then the other thing I'm going to do, because this is for a specific person, for a specific thing, is I'm going to add a little dangle. What did I do? Oh, here it is. I'm going to add this to it. So I need to get my tools. And I need an eyelet. I love these little boxes that I get at Harbor Freight. They have 24 little boxes inside. And I think I'm going to convert all of my beads to this because it's just a really fun way to do it. So I want a silver eyelet. These boxes are $4.99 at Harbor Freight. And they do sell them online also, but then you have to pay shipping. I have a Harbor Freight not too far from me, so okay. This is a crocodile, and it has, you see this? It's got a smaller hole and a bigger hole. I need the bigger hole for this eyelet. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to see where I want my hole. I don't want to go too far from the edge because I need to put a jump ring in there, and I have some big jump rings, but they're not huge, so hopefully like right here. So I put my hole right there. I hope that's going to work. Put my eyelet in, and the way that the setting eyelets works is, trying to set this down without losing it. You have two different pieces in here. See the little post? And then the other side, there's different sizes of the other side. And I have the one in there that I think works best for eyelets. So you want to take this little post and stick it up through the bottom of the eyelet. Years ago, before there was such a thing as a crocodile, there was a little tool and a hammer that you used. And then, once you've done that, you squeeze. There's your eyelet. And that's what the back looks like. I love my crocodile. So then what I'm going to do, these came from Amazon also, and BB Craft sells some too. This is a whole bunch of different sizes of jump rings. So I'm looking to see which, and they have some pretty big ones. I'm looking to see which sizes I think will work. And then it also has one compartment is little lobster claws. So I think no, because of the plastic, I think I'm going to go with the biggest one. And I've showed this before on videos. I use 2 needle nose pliers, and I hold it in one hand. The little gap is right there. I take the other one, and I'm going to twist. And then I'm going to put my envelope in there. Actually, that's a lobster claw, so I don't have to put both of them in there. And then I'm going to put this, so you pull it back. And then you can see it's the same way. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but it's the same way that it was before. So I'm going to use tear and tape to adhere these sides down. So that's the way my envelope is. See, now I wish I would have maybe cut this off before I laminated it. Maybe cut it straight across here. And I would have liked it better, but that's okay. And I'm going to close up my little snap. And I am going to hang there. So here's my little laminated envelope. I'll show you what I made these for. I'm giving this as a gift to someone. I bought a bunch of these, sorry for the noise. I bought a bunch of these stopper toppers from May Made It, and I've been giving them away. This was before I discovered how to make my own, so I think I've given away, I might have one left that can be given away, but then I'm going to do a video showing you how I made them myself. So I made this envelope to fit this. And there we go. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to add anything else to this. You may have seen a previous one that I did where I put one of my glue bottle charms on there, but I don't like to overdo things. I'm more of a less is more kind of person, and I really like this the way that it is. So this is a fun gift that I'll be giving to a friend in the near future. And this is how to do the laminated envelopes. Like I said, I didn't come up with this myself. I learned it from, I think her name is Natalie, I think. Her YouTube channel is called Put Some Bling on It. I will link to her channel. I'll see if I can find her video where she shows how to do this. She does so many things with the laminating sleeves. She does them with glitter, so they're see-through, and still makes envelopes out of them. She just does a lot of fun things with them. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.